Okay, here's the situation. I have an air conditioning unit up in this attic space. The only way to access it is through this little doorway at the top of my bedroom. Can't access it from the other side. You can see that the unit is on its side. And the issue that I'm having, or that I was having, is that I was getting a lot of water, condensation coming out from the emergency secondary drain. So I went up and looked and wondering what was going on, and noticing that the pan was filling anytime I would run the AC. And it turns out it was because the unit was leveled the wrong way. So essentially water was not going towards the normal drain, which is over on the bottom right, but the whole unit was leveled so that water was going back to the left, which is into the cabinet where all the electrical work is. So that was also not good, and caused the little insulation in there to get wet as well. So I needed to level the whole unit, and this thing, I'll show you. This thing is hung by these rods from the rafters here. It's got these rods right here. And problem was there was so much weight when I tried to lift this side by screwing the nuts, it wouldn't budge. So that would be your first bet, would be to adjust the level with the nuts. But if you're in my situation where you can't adjust the nuts, hashtag adjust your nuts, then I needed to lift it up and put this block under, got like a 2-inch block there, and like 1-inch block there. So my level's a lot better, where it's slightly leaning that way to go out the drain there. But this thing was so heavy I couldn't just squeeze that block under there, so I had to lift it. So what I did was I got my car jack here and I put it underneath. I found where the ceiling joist was right here, and there was already, you can barely see because it's dark, but there was a block on top of it which helped with the surface area. So I would suggest putting a block there, and then line that up right there, and I put then a block on top to give more surface area, and jacked it up to where I could get this block in. I had to hammer it in a little bit, and then took the jack out, and now water will flow in the proper direction. My second step is I've got to change out this P-trap. It's not really much of a P-trap for a more modern actual U-drain. So if you have that issue, that's how I fixed it. I would use pressure treated wood just because it could be a wet environment, but otherwise you should be good to go.